Green light! Red light!
You knew this one was coming, didn't you? Squid Game's managed to become Netflix's most popular show within just weeks of airing, and for bloody good reason too. It's an amazing show with well-written characters, spectacular set designs, and a cohesive plot that all culminated into the latest barrage of memes and tweets that are ruling the internet.
I'm dead.
Of course, this show has been appreciated greatly by yours truly, and today I'm going to talk about my top 10 scenes from Squid Game. Before I play you my selection, get it? Yeah? I think it's obvious for you to know that there are going to be a lot of spoilers in case you're one of the few people that hasn't already seen Squid Game. So yeah, that's a fair warning, okay? Also, remember to like, share and subscribe to my channel because I've got some exciting content coming up soon. Some of that stuff is also going to be exclusive, so support me on my Patreon and membership programs to gain access. Links are available in the description below. Alright players, let's get into this game.
Listen, Doctor. Let's get you washed up before anything else.
I always knew that bastard was up to something when I first laid eyes on him going through that bread. This guy has no respect for food. Byung-gi really put himself into a comfortable position with his surgical skills, but helping with the sale of harvested organs in the black market can only get you so far. After some well-anticipated conflict arises between the doctor and the greedy soldiers, we see an interesting sequence of events, but the one that stood out to me the most was when the doctor was trying to escape in that freakishly trippy section of the facility with the colourful doors. Just look at that clueless fool. Anyway, I'm sure a lot of us were left feeling satisfied when the front man kills the soldier as well as the doctor. Yeah, his speech may have been questionable, but at least we don't need to worry about any more surgery scenes now, do we? That really wasn't good for my appetite.
Yeah, you think all of this is so simple, huh?
I saw on the news doctors don't always perform surgeries. And some of them are better than the doctors are.
You think you know so much? Then how about you try?
You know, it's really kind of expected nowadays for even a remotely successful web series to get at least a couple of sequels. The creators of the show must have known that sick freaks like us love watching innocent people get killed in a blood-soaked version of Takeshi's Castle. After all the drama and the betrayal and the murder and the sadness, oh, so much sadness, we finally get to see good old Gi-hun living his best life with that sharp suit and that fabulous hairdo. I mean, I'm actually thinking of going full redhead myself after seeing that. But of course, we aren't going to get any kind of closure, so there's that salesman again slapping some other clueless fool into taking his card and signing up for his death. Now, if this were me, I'd just mind my own business and get on that flight to go meet my daughter and finally become a good dad. But yeah, Gi-hun ain't about that paternal life, so he decides he's going to take these sick assholes on and give us another season of drama, betrayal, murder and sadness. Hell yeah!
What the hell are you doing?
No, you don't. You don't go!
If the leader seems weak or looks like their spirit is beginning to falter, then the game is already over.
Okay, so this scene kind of transitions from the end of episode 4 into the beginning of episode 5, but I'm still counting it as one whole scene, okay? I mean, this is the TV Regent, not some sick game where people get killed for not following the rules. Right, anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, the kick-ass strategy. So we've figured out that the next game is Tug-of-war, and well, you're gonna need some strong guys to win this one, aren't you? By this logic, we know Gi-hun's team is gonna hit the crapper with this one, but guess who comes to the rescue? It's player number 1. Oh, Il-nam. Yeah, the completely innocent old guy who's got nothing to do with the creation of this game. Okay. His strategy seems to work at first, but doesn't seem to do enough, but Sang-woo comes to the rescue with his own little trick. I would have praised these guys a bit more, especially Sang-woo, but I can't forgive him for all the shit he goes on to do later. No, seriously, man, I hate this guy. Well, at least now I know that I don't need to be strong to win in strength games.
Give me that! Give it back! It's mine!
Oh shit, goddammit. Why'd you break it, you jerk? How's this, huh? Is it that hard? You dumbass! You bastard!
Help us now! A man just died! We shouldn't be killing each other like this!
Oh man, this was brutal. The Exu does his best to convince us that he's really the worst guy amongst the players, and he sure does a great job at it too, doesn't he? After killing a fellow player over some food, you'd imagine that player 101 would get eliminated because of his psychotic behavior. But just when you thought this game couldn't get any more twisted than it already was, the 100 million won for the deceased player is added to the bounty. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone else must have gone, oh no, while the Exu would have been like, oh yeah. There's so much great tension built right from the realization of a possible riot right till the conclusion of the riot itself. This is great stunt coordination and the little light flashes that add the perfect blend of horror into the sequence. Oh, and we get to see some humanity in the frontman when he decides to listen to poor old Il-nam crying out to stop this monstrosity. I mean, why else would the apparent mastermind behind this operation listen to the words of an incontinent oldie?
So then, what about your name?
Ali Abdul,
And where are you from?
Pakistan.
Pakistan? North of India.
He's right.
This man here went to SNU for business. Cho-sang-woo.
One more chance. Please. Please don't.
Oh man, you've seriously got to be a different kind of sadist if you literally make people fight for their lives by picking out shapes from honeycomb toffees. The build up to this scene was great, right from sae-byeok's risky discovery to the discussions that followed right till the big reveal. This is probably the first time we get to see the asshole side of Sang-woo, and oh boy, it only gets worse from that point onwards. The clueless Gi-hun chooses the umbrella shape and gets himself into a sticky situation. Get it? Luckily, just as the timer starts to run out, he realizes he can lick his way to victory and gets everyone to follow him to victory. Hey look, even Il-nam managed to win this. I wonder how he would have fared if it weren't for Gi-hun's genius move. Well, to be honest, I still think that I'd mess it all up because of my sugar addiction and eat the entire honeycomb, but then again, I'm not in a debt of billions of won. Well, at least not yet.
Let's go.
Yeah, I know that was lame, but I have this compulsive need to make jokes. As far as this scene's concerned, it's a great reveal and does leave us on somewhat of a cliffhanger. See, I did it again, didn't I? You can argue that Hwang's secret identity was hinted at in the early episode where Jun-ho discovers that his brother had actually won the game back in 2015. But yet, the way this entire sequence plays out is so tense and dramatic that it still works for me, even if I may not have been as surprised as I was when I found out that my dog was secretly stealing my bananas on the DL. Yeah, but it's a nice touch to top off Hwang's evil character and to show us what experiences can do to a human being. It leaves a lot of questions too. Does Jun-ho survive his fall? Is the phone still intact with all the evidence? We need all of those answers.
You know why?
Let the game begin. Green light. Red light.
Did you hear that?
This one just had to be near the top. It pretty much sets up the whole premise of the show and gave us that really creepy looking murderous doll. No, seriously, this is one crazy psycho robot. We obviously know that some shit's gonna go down in this game. Yeah, it may be a kid's game, but it ain't fooling me. It was never gonna be easy, but holy shit, they really killed it with the introduction of the killing element. Some of you might say that the players should have just kept their cool and stayed in their positions instead of running like a bunch of crazy whack jobs towards a locked door. But then again, it's a lot easier to say this while sitting in the comfort of your own home all nicely tucked into bed and binge watching a news show late at night when you should really be getting some sleep for your early morning meeting. Oh well, it was a sure shot bloodfest. I can't stop. And most importantly, we got that awesome shot with Ali and Gi-hun that wasn't just a great introduction to a very lovable character, but also gave birth to all the memes that have been dominating our feeds ever since.
Good luck.
I need you to know. You've got such a tiny dick.
I was thinking of using some kind of Romeo and Juliet comparison here, but this weird love story was a bit too twisted to bring Shakespeare into it. I know that Minyo can be a little annoying at times, you know, with all the crazy screaming, but she does bring a lot of life to the show and is a pretty entertaining character all in all. Deok-soo, on the other hand, is just a top-grade asshole. I've been rooting for his death ever since he tried to attack my beloved sae-byeok. Yes, I loved her, and I was absolutely devastated when she died. It's too painful to even include on the list, that scene. Back to this more realistic couple, Deok-soo pulls off another one of his cheap tricks when he refuses to move further ahead in the bridge. Luckily for us, Minyo pulls off another one of her psycho tricks and successfully drags him down with her to their deaths. You know, this was one of those couples where dying together seemed like the best way to go.
Actually, it's not Shakespeare. It's Congreve. William Congreve.
I like you better when you don't talk.
In this game, using your set of 10 marbles, the player who manages to take all 10 marbles from their partner wins.
Oh boy.
상우.
I could have easily put this one as my top entry, and it may very well have been so, but I have some personal reasons for this last-minute reshuffling, as you'll find out later. This episode's so freaking epic that it would have easily eaten up at least 4 or 5 entries in this list if I were to break it up into small, memorable scenes. There's so much going on here that it's hard to cover in just one entry, so I might just do a whole video on how awesome it is at a later point. From the emotional parallels between sae-byeok and Gi-hun to Sang-woo heartlessly and shamelessly getting poor Ali killed. No, seriously, screw that guy. To that seriously messed up mind game Il-nam played with Gi-hun. This episode is seriously one of the best that I've ever seen in television. It's so emotional that it brought some serious tears to my eyes, and at the same time it's so gripping that it makes you completely invested in each and every game that's being played here. I'd say the only bad thing about this episode is that it made the ones that follow feel much weaker in comparison.
I'm honored that we were partners.
Player 240 eliminated.
Please, Gi-hun.
I told you I had my reasons for picking this one as the top entry, and it wasn't just so I could use that little pun in the title. The reason why this reveal works for me is because I was so invested in this character that it broke my heart when I was made to believe that he was killed off in the background as Gi-hun walked away feeling like shit. And then to see this seemingly innocent old man was actually the goddamn mastermind all along totally messed with my head. This is when that riot scene came back to my head and it all started to make sense. I still feel that episode 6 was a better entry, but this scene really blew me away. And come on, I was dropping you hints all along the way in the previous entries. Surely you had to see this one coming. It was almost like I was the mastermind behind this final reveal. Only difference is that I'm not some crazy billionaire who wants innocent people to compete in murder games just to satisfy my boredom. I never thought I'd be so happy to see an old man die.
Grade them for me, alright?
Of course, sir, but why not do it yourself?
Because I know that I'm not going to have as much fun watching as playing.
And there you have it. Those are my top 10 entries from Squid Game. I know I could have included a few other scenes like the final battle between Gi-hun and Sang-woo, or that heart-wrenching death scene of my dear sae-byeok, but this is after all a subjective list. What scenes did you love? Do you have your own top 10 list in mind? Let me know in the comments section. If you like this video, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel for other top 10 lists and exciting new content. As always, the exclusive goodies are available to those who are supporting me through my Patreon